It's only a little bit pissed, so it's probably okay. And it's supposed to be pissed anyway, it's a wine rack.
Time for the wine rack now. It was mentioned to us and it seems pretty simple to do. We're going to do it hexagons. It'll match the inlays on the countertop and it'll match the other hexagons that we've got going in. Should tie it all together. There's plenty enough squares in the whole place. I'm getting bored of squares. Hexagons. Let's get cutting.
That's all of the bits for the wine rack tubes. They're cut. So we're going to tape them together, but we've got to tape them together in a staggered way. And because they're going to be at 45 degrees, which is essentially that angle on the wall, that's the first go at attaching it all together. It's just held together with tape at the moment. The method behind this madness, the madness behind the method, is that when it's attached to the wall, you're only cutting off little chunks. Otherwise, you'd lose a big chunk of material. I think I'm going to lessen this to get a lower angle on it, so it's more like that. And the gap that we'll need is 3 centimetres from there to there, and it will give us a nice, not quite 45. 45's about there. That's a 45 wedge. So that's about there. Now that I see it, it's probably too steep. So probably to about there. While we wait for the finishing bits, the bits that are drying, here's one I built earlier. So this is like a massive tube. We're going to cut this up in sections. One of these sides will be the wall, so it'll sit like that. Like put one point down as opposed to being point to the flat side to the floor. It'll be flat side to the wall. So now we have to cut that bit at an angle, and then another cut and another cut. So to make sure that we get equal cuts all the way along, I'm going to build a box. Here we have some rather lovely pieces of wood. It's going to look like we've pre-cut them to measure, but in actual fact, it just so happens that they are the exact right sizes for what I need. So we've got a base plate, going to bring that right to the edge of the table. This is pretty much like as simple as anything thing to build. There's already even holes in it, look. Like that. I should have buried down that in. Let me move it over. There's too much overhang. That's the box made. I've made a little brace for it because this bit here was a bit wobbly. It's got a little wedge under there. Keep that solid. On this side, just a cut straight down
that matches the angle that I want. So first of all, got to make the first cut. So we'll cut it there with the saw into this groove, and then it will eventually land in this one, making sure that you get the same cut time and time again, in theory. That's the funny little cut off excess ring. That's cut. Bet that look proper cool then. Whoa. That's some super scene shot. Right, anyway, back to what was I saying? Not a clue, mate. I mean, oh mate, that'd be cool. Make a whole bloody hexagonal donut. That'd be quite funky. Right, anyway, back to what was I saying? I've modified the box further by putting a bit of wood on the end, so that no matter how you do, it stops. So you can't push this tube right through. So I'll take that cut, move it down, take the next cut, move it down, take the next cut, move it down, and you're always going to get the same length, which is kind of handy because then you don't have to do measuring in between cuts. Although what I haven't checked is whether or not that's divisible by what. Hold on. 110. Yeah, we should get about 4 out of that. This is the wine rackle cut. Imagine that this bench is the wall, so it will look something like that coming out the wall. Magic. I've still got a little bit left. I might do something with that later on. We've got to take the glue snots off from the inside as well, but we'll do that with a chisel, because I may end up painting these on the inside. I don't know yet. Nobody knows. Right, that's... I've got to rewrite my markings on it. That goes to the wall. Cool. 1. I've used a hell of a lot of tape on these. We have the design originally of the wine rack to stack these like that, so it looked like that, but then I thought, well hold on, that leaves a diamond pattern or a triangle pattern in this bit, so I then decided to go like that, and then I realised that it's only going to be about a foot tall, and I want quite a slim design because it's kind of filling the space between the counter and the first bench seat. So instead of having it like that or like that, we're going to space them like that, so the hexagon pattern still remains in between this bit and this bit, so it'll be spaced the same dimension as the wall, like that, and they're also going to float from here to there, so they're not actually going to be touching anything. This one's attached, this one's currently kind of in the process of being attached. It's done from the inside, countersunk screws and a couple of brass bolts. And the reason why we use those is for they've like got a washer bit attached, so it'll spread the load of the screw pressure, currently the downward pressure of the screw into the wood, so it'll stop it sinking. Right, so that's how that looks from the front. Will it? No, it doesn't stand up on its own. So now we'll make another board like this, but for this side, and then we'll do the same on this side, so it'll make it look like these tubes are just floating in the gap, and then it will all be backlit, and it'll all look fancy, and it should all look good. That's the other side cut, nice and simple, just a straight plank. That's going to sit there like that. Just screwing them in, and trying to get two of these onto each screw in the right way is going to be an absolute pain, because I can't be too heavy on these, and it's kind of like working down a tube and I can't see anything. That's the end, there's the alt. I should let you guys in on a little secret. Where I cut it, this face isn't perfectly flat. It does go back a bit. So from here to there will be about 2 mil difference. So nothing drastic, unless you know that it's there. So essentially, if I never told you that, you'd never know. Not even if you're in here looking at it. Fine trimming along this edge. Slip down. We want to get this face perfectly level with this face. It is a little bit out, but it gives it character. It's only a little bit pissed, so it's probably okay. And it's supposed to be pissed anyway, it's a wine rack. What's the point in a sober wine rack? That's a lovely, even looking, I don't even know what I'm going to put here. Oh yeah, that's it. What's going above the wine rack is, you guessed it, hexagons again. So that, but like, just like 3D wallpaper kind of thing. So I'm going to slice this up, loads of little slices, and then bring that up there. Loads of random little slices going up there to meet the cupboard, because that's a lot of black. I want to break it up with that. I might even wrap that in, let's say I'm going to wrap it in a grey leather. I might try that. You don't know until you try, do you? I might be really good at it, I might be really bad at it. But until then, keep watching to find out.